The next thing for us then, after doing a clipping plane from the side, right, that's our section, is to do it from the top. So doing it from the top is just very, very slightly different. We could turn this one off, which I will do to make it simple. So I don't necessarily hide the layer or anything like that. Um, I'll just select the one I'm not using right now, and I uncheck all the boxes. So that one's inactive currently. So I'm going to go back up to the top view, and now what I'm creating is a floor plan. And I'm only going to create one floor plan because the floor plan on the first floor is going to be rather boring. So I'm going to take it from the second floor, and I'm going to see the stairs, I'm going to see the cut that goes below. Um, and so it really just, it's the same process. Now I do a clipping plane in the top view, and I'm just going to draw it off to the bottom left corner like this because it doesn't really matter where it goes in space. Hold on. All right, it doesn't really matter where it goes in space, so it's kind of just sitting off to the side, just like that one's sitting off to the side. Um, and now you're starting to get a sense of why I put it off to the side, right? If I had that clipping plane in the middle of my model, then I could accidentally select it, Make2D it with my drawing, and then you'd have this weird looking clipping plane in your drawing. So I put them off to the side so I don't have to worry about it. Anyway, let me turn it on in perspective and let's look at what it's doing. So currently my floor plan is going to look a little something like this. That's fine, but let's think a little bit more about the drawing convention. A floor plan, as I said before, is typically cut a few feet off of the finished floor. So for this model, if I pull it up a little bit like this, I could pull it way up and then I basically just have a solid fenestration going around it. But really what I want to see is where are all the cuts around my model. So that looks like this. So I'm going to have solid, 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 and then all four corners are going to be cut open. And then the process at that point is exactly the same. I just do a Make2D from the top. I select the model right to left, and then I hit enter and make sure that in this case I'm not going to do hidden lines. In the future you might want them, but I don't have anything on the first floor, so I'm not going to. Make sure your visible lines are set, your clipping planes, you can set it to, you know, like a cut line layer, whatever you want to call it, clipping planes, cut line. Sometimes you'll find that when I'm doing backgrounds I use background layer and cut line layer, you know, so you can call it whatever you want. And then you hit OK, and I'm going to move this out and down. I'm going to get that one a little bit separated. So this is essentially my floor plan. So when you think about it, guys, you know, most of the lessons that we've taken so far have, you know, pretty much taken, I'd say probably 3 to 5 hours in order to teach you something that takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do. This one is so simple, so quick. We just basically went over everything that you need to create your 2D line work in, you know, half a class, so an hour and a half. So I'm gonna. Are there any questions about that right now? Okay, so that's a really quick video. What I'd like you to do is get your floor plan cut. We're gonna then take a little break here. I'll give you guys 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and start to actually pull all this line work into AutoCAD and process it into a drawing. Yes?
When I'm selecting my top, so I'm using clipping plane, I think it's starting at the second floor.
It, yeah, it will. It'll drop it about halfway in, I think.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that, but it does.
And then from there, I just take it above the actual
Yeah,
object.
just pull it up a couple feet. That's what I did. Like I just yanked it up a little bit. Like that.